Yes. For how long we
the households in Kenya are around 12 million households. So if you are to connect all the households to the national grid,
so your point is,
you know, just 1 minute, just a minute, please, man.
It has moved from 30 seconds to 1 minute.
I'll give Kaluma all the time.
No, we do translation the conversation.
But now you cannot cut me when I'm just finishing up my point.
What was the point?
This is the point. I want to show the Kenyan people the connection between borrowing and stealing.
What was the point?
Just one minute.
What was the point?
If you have to connect 10 million households to electricity at that 5,000 Kenya shillings per household, that's around 350 billion. If you have to connect electricity to all the Kenyan homes, that is 10,000 of them, that's around 500 billion. If you have to construct a level 5 hospital in every constituency, that's 290 billion.
James, for how long
if you have to construct a TVET, not worth 100 million, 1 billion Kenya shillings, that's around 290.
For how long,
all that,
James,
can happen at just a fraction of 3 trillion. This handshake regime has only overseen borrowing to steal. That is called developmental corruption. That has been done by President Uhuru Kenyatta and his handshake partner.
Never call me for heckling. I don't. Yeah, and I'm not at that level.
Okay.
Yes. James, the fact of the matter is the debt ceiling currently is at 9 trillion. So when Ndindi sits here and tells you the debt is at 12 trillion and we are entertaining him on things NTV can tell people the truth on.
I need to respond to this and move on to this.
I want to respond to two things. Ndindi has on 2 occasions talked about this violence. James, do we have a person defined more by violence in our political space than William Ruto? The gentleman joined politics in '92. I don't know where you were. And that was the beginning of Kwekwe. Remove them from the Rift Valley. 97, Ndindi Nyoro. You know what happened. 2007, you know what happened. And all these years. So for, and you saw what Ruto and his team were saying in the Rift Valley just the other day. Ondoa, Punjab, Sijui what. And Ruto is seated there. There is a reason as to why the epicenter of all violence is always in the Rift Valley. But James, when I speak to record, like the debt before, you know, this second term of Jubilee and the debt currently, these are not things we should debate really. And we have figures being thrown, you know, duping people outside there.
But both of
they
them
are on record. They are on record. Maybe in Parliament, I never want to speak, you know, politics the way it's doing with serious issues which are on record. When we come and, you know, a matter like that would be coming forth, I mean, pick it up and say the fact is there. I see, you know, senior stations like yours doing it, do it. Here you are lying, this one is not factual. James, the fact of the matter, and this is the last thing I want to mention, is that most of the debts which were being taken by the first Jubilee administration were being looted. And I know, Ndindi, I can tell you the bitterness of your colleagues who were in the first term. Even for MPs, James, it was about pepper pushing, and you get billions being paid for things you've not done. We can count them. I will keep them because they are not here. But people are genuinely bitter because they were looting. That is the era where you are told an MP has over 12 billion in his account. What business are you doing? You want to tell people you have 12 billion. Just looting and looting. That is the time where a person who took over the reins of power as deputy president without nothing much, you know, accumulated all the wealth you see now being dished endlessly across there. Do you remember SGR was contracted before at the end of the coalition government? Why was it contracted again? And it moved from 200 billion to over 580 billion there. Do you remember Eurobond 1, Eurobond 2? You get what I'm talking about. So when you come and deny, James, things we can see, you know, Ndindi has been not allowing their people to speak. But Ndindi, when were the Mau Mau roads which cut across the entire mountain region done? When was this expressway, you know, we are talking about done? James, when you move across this country, is there any part of this country you don't see some infrastructure, which you are not seeing in the first term? Now for Ndindi to look at you boldly and tell you there is no development, which development was there in Jubilee first term? In Nyanza, for instance, now we have ports being opened. You have tap waters everywhere in Mount Kenya. You have TVETs. You have health facilities. What has happened in India, I want to tell you, is that the monies which were being borrowed, okay, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, 70 years ago, 80 years ago, 90 years ago, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 300 years ago, 400 years ago, 500 years ago, 600 years ago, 700 years ago, 800 years ago, 900 years ago, 1000 years ago, 2000 years ago, 3000 years ago, 4000 years ago, 5000 years ago, 6000 years ago, 7000 years ago, 8000 years ago, 9000 years ago, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 300 years ago, 400 years ago, 500 years ago, 600 years ago, 700 years ago, 800 years ago, 900 years ago, 1000 years ago, 2000 In the first time they were being stolen, currently the president, and he confirmed it during the National Delegates Convention, he has too money to develop and go to the Eastlands. Hospitals are being built.
So here's the situation. So we have to move this conversation forward. Here's the situation.
Yes.
The president says that more has been done in this term than was done in the first term. All right? The president on record saying that. The deputy president is on record saying the opposite, that more happened in the first term than in the second term.
Well, you're the judge. You know,
the people are the judge.
This is the people and you as a media.
The people are the
what
judge.
James and the people do you see or do you say? What did you see in Nyanza, in Western Kenya, across Rift Valley, across the coast in the first term?
So Raila has helped the government in the second term.
No, it's not. It's not in the government.
No, has helped the government to achieve.
He has helped the government because he steadied Uhuru's ship.
Okay.
And we are lucky Ruto left, so stealing has reduced. That is what it is.
And you'd say